I enrolled in the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, UCCS, as a film and communications major and began my career as a college student. My trials and tribulations with this woke college began immediately. As a patriotic, conservative 18-year-old, white, male, heterosexual, Generation Z, Jewish, straight-A student, I dealt with problems I hadn't expected nor did I care to have. From the anti-Semitic roommate UCCS allowed to make death threats against me by sending photos and videos of people burning to death and allowing this person to keep my room while requiring me to leave and go to a different dorm building as a new student, to giving me an F on a documentary in my sophomore year called Saving Conservative Freedom of Speech, which was a pro-Trump, pro-freedom of speech documentary. Other students in the same class were given A's for filming a chess match while drinking beer, and another for smoking a cannabis joint in his car. The same documentary was shunned at the 20th annual UCCS VAPA Student Short Film Festival. I submitted my documentary, Saving Conservative Freedom of Speech, to the 20th annual UCCS VAPA Student Short Film Festival. This is one of the longest-running collegiate short film festivals in the nation and boasts of entries within its 20-year history of films nominated, official selections, and even winners at national and international film festivals. My film did not receive an award, and the award-winning documentary was titled Supermarket. This was a 110-second film showcasing items being placed on Walmart shelves. During the intermission and prior to the award ceremony at the film festival, an individual said my film should surely win. Then the individual stated it would definitely win if it was a positive film about Obama. People expressed their adamant displeasure when the documentary, Saving Conservative Freedom of Speech, was showcased with loud, inappropriate laughter and rude bias. Some individuals exited the theater so quickly it was as if a fire had erupted. There were actually individuals so triggered toward the back of the theater that stepped over seats to exit and escape. It appeared as though their horror and pent-up TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, was severely triggered by my pro-conservative, patriotic, Trump-supporting documentary. Obviously, saving conservative freedom of speech is not a narrative the VAPA department wishes to promote or recognize. Therefore, the black eye they felt they received through this mandatory showing of this sinful, Trump-ridden documentary was somewhat healed by way of vengeance and their ability to exact retribution. By simply choosing a 110-second documentary about Walmart shelf stocking to win the documentary category of the film festival. Please take a few minutes to watch both documentaries and see which one you think should have won. My 2 years of collegiate student experience at UCCS has given me great insight into the unacceptable bias against conservative students by this leftist controlled university with the communist style censorship and criminal coercion. The college has far surpassed nepotism favoring Democrats and is an exemplification of the most extreme Orwellian paradigms that exist today. I'm clearly condemning these actions as UCCS cannot take conservatives' God-given rights away. UCCS cannot ignore the Constitution's Bill of Rights, First Amendment, and UCCS cannot blatantly reject and violate Presidential Executive Order 13864, which focuses on conservative freedom of speech on college campuses, detailed by and made into law by President Donald Trump. I will soon be releasing my UCCS anti-conservative communique and expose, which will chronicle, expose, and share transparent, uncensored dialogue and communication between myself and UCCS, including all administration and professors as a whistleblower. I will be divulging in significant detail the facts surrounding the illegal practices of the college, its defiance of the United States Constitution and Bill of Rights, and its shocking civil liberty violations of conservative freedom of speech rights on campus that defies President Donald Trump's Executive Order 13864. By breaking this executive order, this Colorado university has jeopardized as much as $1.5 billion of federal research funding by illegally discriminating against and censoring me, a straight-A conservative student, through coercion, bullying, and disallowing my freedom of speech, among many other disparities and infractions. I'm currently and actively seeking justice and pursuing legal action against the college and to expose their illegal and immoral deeds. I now identify as and embrace the title of conservative whistleblower. I will always, by positively taking action myself, hope to encourage and embolden other disenfranchised conservative students and all American citizens to courageously stand up for their rights as well, and to share their stories of civil liberty violations based on obvious unfair prejudice against them. This righteous movement to maintain liberty will always require bravery, fortitude, and resolve. Through our collective effort, we hope to improve free inquiry, transparency, and accountability at all U.S. colleges and universities. Always remember, by sharing your freedom of speech, you get to keep it. As UCCS made it absolutely impossible for me to continue my education there, and though none of my credits were transferable from Colorado to Florida, I heard each day as it passed in my mind, heart, and soul to never give in and never give up. I first heard those words in my mind as the voice of President Trump, and now I hear them as President Trump's voice along with my own. So with that sentiment and intestinal fortitude, I found strength with prayers to God. And just after the passing of my grandfather, I found myself on my way from the unfortunately blue state of Colorado to what I affectionately call the United States of Florida. I packed my very supportive family's things in storage units and made a journey to a place that President Trump thinks is great. South Florida is great. It has been a very arduous adventure, and I've had some 007 type things I've had to deal with, but it's been well worth every minute, every dollar, and every MAGA prayer. For context, I would like to share a portion of a post made on truthsocial.com by President Trump. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in, we will never give up, and we will never back down, and we will never, ever surrender.